Welcome back to the Swamp Loggers map here. That's what I'm calling it for now. It's actually the FDR Pelican logging map. I'm just doing a what I'm calling a Swamp Loggers series here. Essentially getting this swamp here cleared out. In the last episode, we kind of got the landing set up, and I did some more work in between episodes. Originally, I just had this road coming in right here, just a straight shot, and I wanted to stack all the trees on the side of the landing here, but the way I was pulling them up with a skidder and where I was processing them, it just really didn't make much sense. So I got this loop road in here now, and I actually bought another piece of equipment. I'm going to use this Tiger Cat here for my processor, and I'm just going to stack the trees here with a skidder, drag them up, process them, and stack them in this area. The other reason I bought this piece of equipment was because I didn't want to keep switching the log grapple back and forth. This was going to be kind of a pain, and the grapples don't transfer very easy. So if you don't line up to them exactly how you took them off, it kind of flings the machine everywhere. So I wasn't a big fan of that. I just figured I might as well just get a dedicated processor. I don't think we had all the logs processed last time, but I got them finished up processing, and I moved them over there. After the last episode, I got some trees still in my fellow buncher from when I was doing a thumbnail. But I was thinking, I was trying to decide how much I wanted to do in this swamp here. If I wanted to like clear cut it, I guess what I was trying to decide. And I'm guessing, I guess what I'm thinking is that I might as well just clear cut it. I don't see any reason to do anything else here. There's no real direction to no real rhyme or reason to cutting the trees here. I'm just gonna clear it all out. In the last episode, I was having trouble with the fellow buncher heads, and it was because it was the first update of the new mods, and I guess there was a wow. That wasn't the trouble I was having. Unfortunately. The problems I was having. Let me get this straightened out here. I was hoping to get through kind of an episode without making a mistake like that, but at least it happened in the first couple minutes. The problem I was having with the fellow buncher head in the last episode was it was just flopping all over. The trees were jittering in it, and I had mentioned that I had figured out my lag problem that I've been complaining about, and I did figure it out. Hasn't been a problem since. Wow, I keep doing that. That's the one problem I have with this. Using a fellow buncher, I'm not very good at it. I can't seem to drop the trees without slamming them into other trees and tipping my machine over. I'm gonna try to get an area here opened up. The problem is, I mean, obviously, I always think, oh, I could cut them. Wow, the water's kind of bugging out right there on me. I could cut them this way and spin around and drop them. But the problem with that is then I can't grab them with a skidder. So I kind of got to get an area opened up here so that I can cut some, drop them, and then have them be in an area where I can grab them with a skidder. Let's see if I can straighten this one tree up here real quick. I saw a guy in a video using the top of his buncher head to move the trees around, and I said, oh, that makes sense. Rather than beating up the saw. See if we can cut some of these down here. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, I wanna get this cleared out here. The the fellow buncher seems to be working much better after the update. I actually was trying to play with one of my friends earlier, and I had updated our server with the fellow buncher head that I had downloaded, and he had waited a couple days to download it, so he downloaded the new version, and I had the old version. And that the old version was on the server, and we couldn't figure out why he couldn't join, what the problem was. And it finally dawned on me that there was a problem with the fellow buncher heads. I never saw a video or anything that they were fixed. Um, they're fixed, but I think this is my doing here. I kind of pinched the tree in the head. Wow, this is off. We're getting off to a bad start here. There we go. I'm just gonna get away from this area here. I feel like this side of the swamp is cursed. I'm gonna work my way across to the other side. So anyway, I couldn't play. We went for an hour, and I finally dawned on me what was going on. I seem to be having a bit of trouble getting the stumps cut down in the swamp here, though. Seems like I can't cut them below the water, and I don't know why that tree didn't. Maybe I had too much in the head, and that's why that tree didn't fit in. I feel like it should have, though. Change my view. And some guys, I watch videos and they're just really in control of the fellow buncher. Definitely something that I can get better at. One of the problems I have is that I don't have pedals. If I had pedals, I think I could do a lot better. I could drive and cut a little bit better at the same time. But that's one thing that I have it set up on a button on my joystick, but it just doesn't. It gets kind of tough to do everything at once. I really need to get some bigger bunches here for that tiger cat skidder. These are kind of small. That grapple's huge on it. I can really haul a lot of trees out at once. Maybe I'll get this grouping of 4, whatever, here, and stack it on the pile to my right. Oh, don't do that. Oops. Yeah. Let's see. Still learning myself how to get this done right. It's tough when you can't see what you're banging into. I really would like a VR mod. I know Farming Simulator just came out with a VR game, but I feel like that was really the wrong move. They should have done a first party support for like the Oculus. I know that a lot of people probably don't have good enough computers to run it. But if it was a first party supported thing, maybe they could figure out a way to cut down on the system requirements. I don't know. Make it so that people with lesser computers could do it. But just something that I could just turn my head and be able to see, because I can take my thumb off and there's a little thumbstick on that I can look around with, but it's kind of difficult to take my hand to run it around with my thumb. I'm thinking about doing 10 other controls. I'm playing right now. I got my HUD turned off. See how that goes. I feel like it'll make a cleaner looking video. Thinking maybe I make 1 or 2 more piles here and then we'll switch to the skidder and haul them up. I think I just got 2 trees in one go there. Yep. Big one and a small one. How do I do it? We'll finish this pile off here and we'll call it good. I feel like if I keep myself talking for the first 10 minutes, we're a little bit more than 10 minutes in now. I can keep myself talking for at least the first 10 minutes. Maybe people will stick around, and if they actually stick around for the first 10 minutes, then maybe I can be a little bit quieter. I don't have to talk as much because there's no way that anybody can actually enjoy listening to what I'm saying. I'm not really talking about anything. Kind of just what I'm doing, but also might be interesting just to watch what I'm doing. Figure that's why people would still be around. Just watching what's going on. See, once I get into a certain, I don't know, if I get a certain area here cleaned out, I can come down this side of the trees and then just spin to my side and lay them down right here, this direction. And then I can still get them with a skidder and turn 90 degrees. I think turning any more than 90 degrees with the log is kind of too much. I'm just going to leave this parked out in the swamp here, and I'll switch over to skidder, and we'll back this out there and haul some logs in. There's my, I already forgot about my cursed area. I might be able to plow those up with the blade here. Not gonna worry about not getting them all, I can come back and clean it up. It's actually not so much of a swamp as this. It's more of a lake, really, a shallow lake that we're in here. I don't know that you can get anything closer to a swamp in this game, but interested to see here if my turn was in the right area because I'm driving a skidder that's not twice as long, but quite a bit longer than the other ones. I'm gonna have to get the brush cutter in here and mow myself a path. Looks more like a trail coming out of the water there. Right now it's not really a trail. I'm just kind of driving through some bushes. Like I said, I'm gonna try to push these trees over a little closer. Here we go. Get that little beanpole out of the way. I struggle a little bit here with the grapple. Sometimes it spins a little faster than I would like it to. Trying to get that one all the way over the left side there. Seems like I didn't get it quite good grab. Like it's just maybe it's okay. Yeah. I thought I had a tree pinched right at the bottom. I'm curious too how many trees I can get in this one area here before I need to start processing before it really kills my game. There's a couple trees back there that must have fallen out. See if I can push them over with a blade real quick. Get a nice stack going. Two more piles, and then we can get the processor out and make a big pile. It does add up pretty quick. Like you get a lot cut down pretty fast. I'm struggling thinking of what things to say today. Big dead area. It'll happen though, I'm sure. Like I said, the first video I made, there might be some dead air. Trying to come up with something to say, but it's definitely a learned skill, I would say, making videos like this. I'm sure everybody has thought about making videos, but they just don't know what they would say. And that's definitely the case with me. I just don't know what I would say, and here I am still making videos, not knowing what to say. It's like a part of your brain that usually doesn't get flexed, just constantly making noise. Some people it's a natural thing. They can keep going on and on forever, but that is not the case with me. I probably talk a lot more making one of these videos than I do all day normally. Normally I don't say much to anybody. Kind of funny seeing all the tire tracks in the pond there. Well, I should say in the swamp. Yeah, these piles towards the end here, we're getting pretty good. I was getting a little bit better with making some piles. I plan to keep playing on this map, and I'm definitely going to go back to my other map too at some point, that steep slope map. But I have ideas for other stuff I want to do too, so this might last a little bit here, and we'll go do something else here. Just to keep the game interesting for myself. I don't like to do the same thing over and over and over again. Even though that's kind of what this is. It's different terrain, different areas. I get this, pull this up over here. There we go. Yeah, we got quite a pile of logs here. I'll have to get those chopped up. I might do some, we got some short ones here. I'll probably do a few short ones, and then I'm going to switch over and do a bunch of long ones. Long ones, I generally do 14 meters, and that's one problem I have here. I'm going to have to turn my HUD back on. I have to see the sheet menu here so that I can see. Yeah, I got 6 meters right now on the processor. That's the problem, is I got to be able to see what the machine's programmed to for log length. I'll start with the 6 meter ones, like I said, and then I'll do some 14 meters. I really like the way this new processor head looks here. It's got a lot of I feel like it's got a lot more detail than the other ones. That could be my imagination, but I don't think so. These are the tops from last time. Just try to get them out of the way here. Try to get a little swing action. Throw it. Something I'm not very good at either, is swinging that stuff. I'm not sure. I only want to cut like a full log truck load of each here. And I have a hard time judging how much a full log truck load of logs what it looks like on the ground. So I'm gonna do my best here to come up with something. One funny thing that I don't know if you want to cheat, I clamp down, the processor function, and then open up the grapple, and all the trees that aren't being processed fall out. On. There we go. One other tool I don't have over here yet is a mulcher head. I'm gonna have to go get that. And I had mentioned that I needed to mulch out a road for the skidder to come up from the beach on, but I also need one to clean up all my tops here. I don't think I've really finished my thought on the processor head here. It's got a lot more detail in it than the other ones. It's got some hydraulic lines. It's maybe the colors are different. Something about it just makes it look more realistic. Let me get this one here up on top. That's between the two piles we got. I'm gonna think that is probably good for our short logs. I'm gonna start cutting some long ones here now. I believe it was 14 meters was the length. That was pretty good for the trailer. Oh. Let's see here. I don't want it to stick out into the road. I want it to be a little bit away from that pile. Once I get a couple down on the ground here and a direction going, it'll be a little bit easier. There we go. Oh yeah. See, that's what I don't want to happen, is for the piles to get mixed up. Probably not what I should be doing, is dragging the harvester head across the ground like that. Want to get the tops away just a little bit. On. There we go. These are the struggles that I go through that I debate on whether I should record or not. Doesn't always go to plan. And I'm afraid this tree is stuck in the ground now. I don't know if they still do that. No, it's stuck under my machine. I was pretty sure they fixed the stuck in the ground problem, but that should be okay like that. As long as there's a little bit of space in there where I can get the grapple in. I can't complain too much. But that one tree looks a lot shorter. I'm not sure why. Oh, gotta spin this around. Like I said, in the past episodes, I want to keep the videos around 30 minutes. I might call it quits on this video, even though we haven't loaded any logs. I'd pretty much like to just get a truckload of logs out every episode or something, right around there. I'm gonna call it quits, so. Second here. Let me get this last one cut. It'll probably be back-to-back videos here. I'm gonna stop this video, but start recording another one. I guess the thing to do, that's probably what I'll do. I'm gonna bring my log loader over here, get my pile of short logs out of the way, stack them up over on this pile. And then I'll start cutting my long ones, because it's beginning to be kind of a mess over here. Oh, well. Definitely got too many trees around. See, I'm losing frames here. Something I don't have very good experience with yet is how many I can have in one area. Wow, this is just gone from bad to worse to terrible. If anybody's actually watching this video, or watched this far, good on you. I appreciate it. I can be pretty critical of myself sometimes because I hate watching crappy videos and I hate making crappy videos. So I'm pretty aware, I feel, when I'm making something crappy. One thing I would say I'm not aware on is if I'm making something good. A lot of people said that they were liking the way my slope side logging videos were. And I wasn't a huge fan of those either myself, so try to move away from that pile over there a little bit. Yeah, we seem to be doing okay right here. Pulling on the side of my pile here, and I'm gonna go buy a log truck in between episodes here. Oops. Hit my grapple detach button instead of get out of the vehicle. I'm gonna get a trailer, and that way I can load it up. That'll be the start of the next episode, is loading up a trailer. Yeah. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.